Hi, my name is Marissa, and this is my speech on mental health and the importance of education within our youth on mental health. Mental health is an important attribute in life for every human. It is a primary aspect of sustainability of our livelihoods. Our quality of life depend very much so on the ability to think reasonably, make critical decisions. I think that education within younger school age students and making it a part of a curriculum could benefit these children in just being able to make everyday decisions, um, make proper decisions, and just to think properly and have a clear mental health and able to know right from wrong and don't just let the mental health aspect cloud their judgment, and to be able to see the signs of mental health, good or bad, and just being able to see past the negative in life, and also helping their peers through hard times, and just being there and seeing the signs and pointing people in the proper areas that do need help, because maintaining a positive mental health and treating mental health conditions in time stabilizes individuals and promotes constructive behaviors such as emotions and thoughts. Um, and it's really important to, have your life revolves around, your behaviors, your emotions and thoughts, and that predicts your future. And in the spur of a mental health breakdown or issue, if you act out behaviors, emotions, or even thoughts out loud, that could ruin your future and ultimately, put you in a bad place for success. Um, Focusing on mental health is very fundamental in increasing productivity, enhancing your self image, and improving relationships, either personal ones, work related ones, um, and just the effect of mental health is such a pressure of life. Unaccomplished dreams, low self-esteem are crucial and just prevent potential mental health problems. Educating these people at a young age, and showing them that it is okay to, have these problems, and just being able to pinpoint them, being able to handle them, when to know to seek help, when to, get help for a friend if needed. Because unless it's detected early, these can easily jeopardize mental health of an individual, and their future. And openness and strengthened identity is important. Increased perception of discriminations and burdens will affect mental health. Self-awareness makes it very easy to, see these challenges within yourself before they do become something more crucial, and more of a very severe mental health or illness. Um, just education on mental health can play a very important role in young individuals. They can live crucial and better lives for having this education. Oswald stated that education on mental health and disorders could help students distinguish between normal mental stress and diagnosable mental stress issues. So these grade school students, I know personally me, teenage years, that they were pretty intense and felt like the world was against you, but it was just stress from hormones, being a teenager, school. So being able to, be educated on the difference between mental stress and a diagnosable one would greatly impact these students and help them become successful. Um, Also with education, and making it normalized that not a it's not a stigma anymore that we live in fear that people will judge us to seek help, or somebody will think there's something severely wrong with us if we're seeking mental health. This education could just, go base across youth and just, help them get the help that they need, and not make it seem like a negative impact or a negative thing, because anybody seeking help is self-aware and is able to take that leap. And to me, that's pretty crucial, and I think that it should be that across the board for everybody. Um, with this education, I think it would be important to, mandate the subject and the learning process for high school students, elementary school, just different levels of this education. And it just proves them with like, diagnostic treatment framework, just give them like everyday, self-aware assessments or homework, just so they can evaluate themselves and maybe, stop and just smell the flowers and just look at themselves and see what exactly they can improve on. Because with statistics from Oswald, about 26% of Americans that are above 18 suffer from mental health. And about half of that is psychiatric illness, which is, depression, anxiety, or substance abuse, which usually is started by the age of 14. About 75% of people by the age of 25 have experienced this, which to me is a pretty high number of Americans that are at such a young age experiencing these. So I think that the education within schools could help lower these percents and just give people the help and the outlets, the information, the knowledge, the people to seek to get this help. Because this ultimately, affects your quality of life, puts a negative mindset on you. It can affect your physical health and your well-being and just your success overall as a human. And with the youth, having this at such a young age could help them, become more successful people. Focusing on the mental health is critical, I believe, because the productivity of the mind, which translate into social and economic aspects. Our youth are the future, and without the future, there would be, nothing. So I think that it's very important to set our future people up for success, and give them the outlets that they need and give them the information that they need and just to help their well-being and their mental health. Putting this mental health into the grading or into the school curriculum, could give people more resources, defeat the stigma that getting help and seeking help is a negative look. Because getting ahead of the mental health and like any issues that could arise is more important so that there is not, any mental breakdowns or any mental lash outs that could cause this person their future. So again, I think that mental health should be a part of the grading school curriculum at such a young age. I would say elementary starting, and then just thinking that